Good morning. I don't like the holidays or the break time when there's any break in normal, regular work, school schedule. I won't say that. I think it's once I started working and having kids. I think one reason I don't like it is because everything slows down. You don't work as much, and then you're forced to, or I do, I'm comparing myself to other people a lot more, and the people I'm always comparing myself to are my family, or the people that I'm around the most during the holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all three of those in the last 6 weeks or so, 5-6 weeks. Seeing my relatives more than I usually do each year, and then I feel guilty that I don't see them more often, that I don't make a effort to go out of my way to go see them, and for what, really? And then it just makes me spiral into thinking about how selfish I am about just not being close with anybody, and just makes me feel like I have to compare myself to everybody, and I don't ever like what I see or what I've done, and it's just been rough for me. I think since I got married, since I started having kids, the only reason I keep coming back to that is because my wife is the one is having to deal with it most of the time, and she's noticed it, and maybe this was how it was all along, and I just never knew because there's no one else there who was consistently having to deal with the backlash of it. But I believe it was for New Year's Eve day, and talked with my mom, got a little update on how they're doing, wished her Happy New Year's, and then my wife and I just started talking about money and trying to buy a pull-along camper thing or whatever. And I told her I wasn't sure, and I'm still not. And that I feel like since I can't pay for my entire mortgage by myself, meaning us, that I would feel guilty purchasing something like that when I guess that extra money could go towards that. And this is not any comments or anything that my parents have said or insinuated at all. This is all me jumping to my own conclusions and just my own deal with just taking so much and being I guess fortunate. I don't feel like I deserve all this. And I know a ton of people would be so grateful to be in the position I am, and the fact that I'm complaining and bitching and moaning is just so probably selfish in that, but also it's just not helping that I'll just pay it forward when my kids are in this position, because I will, but it's not making me feel any better about all this right now. And that just spiraled into me comparing myself to my brother and my dad, which I I try not to. I've been trying to really not do that the last few years, but at the end of the day, you can't, it's hard to stop your brain from fixating on something sometimes. And just hard for me to feel like I pull enough weight around this life. And then I work with them like every day, and was my choice also. But I yearn for a day when I could pull my head out of my ass and have my own thoughts, and also be able to support my family with something other than not having to rely on my family, which I understand. I'm lucky I have the situation, I have the family, I have this opportunity, but it's hard because I feel like I'm living in my brother's shadow, and then I'm working with my dad, who's an incredible man. I don't feel like I measure up to what they do, and it's hard to not be so egotistical. I think.